In the United States, over 13 Hindu organizations came together in April 2025 to honor the victim of a tragic terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir. The attack, which took place in Pahalgam, resulted in the death of 26 Indians, and the Hindu organization organized vigils and protests across major cities in the US just to demand justice and raise awareness about the violence. The central message of the gathering was to recognize the attack as religiously motivated and call on the US government to declare Pakistan a state sponsor of terrorism. These groups include very well-known organizations, by the way, like Americans for Hindus, Coalition of Hindus of North America, and Hindu American Foundation. All these organizations organized peaceful vigils in cities such as Washington, D.C., New York City, Dallas, Chicago, and Los Angeles. Participants lit candles, recite prayers, and observed a moment of silence to honor the victim. They also carried signs demanding justice and an end to state-sponsored terrorism with messages like "Stop killing Hindus" and "Justice for Pahalgam." One of the key speakers at these vigils was Dr. Ajay Shah, the founder of Hindu Pact, who emphasized that the victims of the Pahalgam attack were not just numbers in a news report. They are our brothers and sisters, he said, stressing the importance of religious freedom and human dignity for Hindus. Other leaders also spoke out, such as Shyam Tiwari from Vishwas Hindu Parishad of America, who called on the global community to unite against terrorism and eliminate it for the sake of humanity. Well, the attacks on Hindus in Kashmir, including the Pahalgam attack, are part of a long history of violence against the community. These organizations want the world to acknowledge this ongoing situation, which they say is driven by religious hatred. Well, the demonstrations are not just about remembering those who lost their lives. They are also about raising an awareness campaign of the rising Hindu phobia worldwide, specifically in regions where Hindu minorities are targeted the most. These protests continue with future events planned, including more vigils and protests at the Pakistan consulate in Los Angeles. The Hindu Mandir Empowerment Council has also arranged a virtual prayer meeting on May 3rd, where temples across the US will join in solidarity. Tourism is one thing, but the leaders involved in this particular cause believes that it's impossible to ignore the truth of the suffering that Hindus have faced in Kashmir. In fact, President of the Kashmiri Overseas Organization stated that each new attack on Hindus in the region feels like reopening old wounds that have never been allowed to heal. This is not just an issue for the Hindu community, by the way. It's a global issue about religious freedom and the fight against terrorism. The continued violence and persecution are a reminder that terrorism is a threat to all of the humanity. The Hindu organizations are calling on government around the globe to take action to stop this cycle of hate.